Is stress bad for you? Stress is inevitable in our modern, frantic society. Stress is constantly demonized in the media. We are reminded how stress is bad for us every day. Experts article with headlines like "How to beat stress," "How to eliminate stress," or "How to live a stress-free life" are ubiquitous. The World Health Organization calls stress the health epidemic of the 21st century. Is stress always bad for you? Is stress the enemy here? In this video, you'll learn how to make stress your friend. I will show you the nature of stress, the nuances that nobody talks about. Hi, if you're new to the community, my name is Dr. Erwin Kwun. I help high performers create habits to lead a happy and successful life. So what is stress? Stress is an involuntary response or reaction of our mind and body to a real or perceived threat, event, or change. We commonly call these stressors. Stress can be external or internal. External stressors are created by your environment. We're exposed with stressors from the moment we wake up. Our alarm, the notification on our phone, emails to reply, if somebody is cutting you off on traffic, or if you're having to commute to make sure that you get on time. There's a lot of sources of stress. I want you to write down the biggest source of stress in your life. Let's talk about internal stressors. Internal stressors are generated in your mind. Feeling of anger, fear, and worry. Fear of missing out, fear of not being good enough, worrying about the future, being frustrated about what somebody said to you. These are sources of internal stress. Being unrealistic and perfectionist, worrying about illnesses, beating yourself up, having negative self-talk. I love this quote by Csikszentmihalyi. It is how people respond to stress that determines whether they will profit from misfortune or be miserable. Stress is a normal physiological response of our mind and body in the presence of a stressor. Stress is healthy. Problems arise when we experience excessive stress for a prolonged period. Chronic stress can cause anxiety, burnout, and poor sleep. Stress is a continuum that consists of eustress and distress. Eustress is a positive type of stress that gets you excited and motivated to take actions and raise up to a challenge. The level of stress is within your capacity to handle. Can you think of an occasion when you experience eustress? Distress is a negative type of stress that demotivates and demoralizes you. It is unpleasant and painful. The level of stress is usually too high to cope. How does the body respond to stress? Being aware of how the body responds under stress is important to manage your stress level. Selye, endocrinologist who studied stress, proposed 3 phases: alarm, resistance, and exhaustion. The alarm stage is the initial reaction of the body to a stressful stimulus. You walk on the street and hear a gunshot. The brain signals danger to the rest of the body. The body's physiological response is the fight or flight response. Your heart starts beating faster, adrenaline and cortisol hormone raise. This prepares the body to fight or flee when faced with danger. You choose to either run away from the danger or go into fight mode. The alarm stage is followed by the resistance stage. The body tries to repair any damage the stressor has caused. The body goes into recovery as the heart slows down to the normal rate. The release of adrenaline and cortisol is decreased. However, being exposed to stressful situations over an extended period of time can cause the cortisol level to stay elevated without being aware of it. This may affect your concentration and cause you to be irritable and frustrated. It's important to allow your body to recover during the resistance stage to prevent exhaustion. In the exhaustion stage, the body has been depleted of its emotional, physical, and mental resources to resist stress. The body can no longer cope with stress. Exhaustion is a result of prolonged stress. It is manifested by burnout, anxiety, and depression. How to handle stress? The way you think of stress plays a role in how stressful or not an event may be perceived. When we encounter stress, we make an appraisal of the situation. Firstly, we appraise whether the situation is threatening to our survival. This is our natural survival instinct. We also decide whether the situation poses risk to our social standing, values, time, or reputation. Our capacity to deal with the stress depends largely on interpreting three dimensions. The three P's were originally proposed by Martin Seligman, founding father of positive psychology. The three P's are permanence, pervasiveness, and personalization. Let's talk about the first P, permanence. For months after the unexpected death of her husband, Sheryl Sandberg, COO of Facebook, said, "No matter what I did, it felt like the crushing grief would always be there." Gradually, Sandberg said she learned that we should accept our feelings, but recognize that they will not last forever. How you believe a current situation will impact your future can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. If we take the long view, we can accept the negative feeling we currently experience is probably only temporary. Pervasiveness, whether you believe the situation is affecting all areas of your life. Generalizing a negative feeling from a situation such that the negative thoughts are extended to other situations. See the difference in the self-talk here. "Nobody likes me" versus "Jack didn't invite me to his party." The last P is personalization, whether you believe it's your fault. Internalizing negative situations and blaming yourself even though it was not something in your control. This is different from not taking responsibility for actions. Stress is different to all of us. Two businessmen traveling on the same journey to London are both waiting to board on a plane in the next 30 minutes. A last-minute announcement is made about the flight. They both learn the flight has been delayed by 3 hours due to technical issue. The first gentleman becomes upset and frustrated about the delay. He works himself up and finds himself stressed out. His blood pressure increases and he starts feeling irritable. The feeling of resistance and anger only serves to increase his distress. The second gentleman keeps his cool. He's aware there's nothing he can do to change what has happened. He takes himself out of the situation and looks at the bigger picture. He asks himself how important it will be in the long run. Will it matter in a month? Is it worth getting upset over? He recognizes how futile it is to allow a 3-hour delay ruin his day and get him stressed out. He finds a silver lining in the situation and reframes the problem. He sees it as an opportunity to have some alone time. He appreciates the opportunity to pause and regroup instead of being constantly on the go. Two people in the same exact situation with stark contrast in their response to stress. The first gentleman allows stress to get him down. He wastes his time and energy counterproductively. The second gentleman stays calm. Although he may not be 100% happy about the delay, he accepts the situation and reframes his thoughts. He finds something positive in the opportunity presented to him. What's remarkable here is a difference in attitude and how each person chooses to respond under stress. The first gentleman is filled with negativity and rage, while the second gentleman finds gratitude and preserves his peace of mind. If you don't deal with stress, stress will deal with you. Things get bad in life. You may not control all circumstances. However, you can always control your attitude. You can always control how you approach and how you respond to stress. If you found this video useful, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. If you really enjoyed this video, please smash this like button.